Some people have narcissistic tendencies, and others have full-blown narcissistic personality disorder, as it lies on a spectrum. And also, many are covertly narcissistic. As for a malignant narcissist, forget it. I would steer clear of, well, all of them, pretty much. You'll never find happiness inside any of these relationships. And I know that I will never, or I will try my best at least to never get into another narcissistic relationship. And it's hard sometimes because the covert type narcissist presents themselves as somebody who is your mirror image, the male or female version of yourself. That's how you feel when you meet them. And I've had many clients say the same thing. A narcissist is an attention-seeking creature, and their opinions will always be right. Everyone else is always going to be wrong. They are absolutely, completely intolerant of other people's opinions and beliefs. So instead, they will minimize, ignore, and disparage anyone's concerns or opinions, especially when it comes to their opinions or concerns with a narcissist. They'll eventually do all of this in a tone of absolute contempt as they look down on everybody that is who they believe are below them, everybody on this planet. They are always right, they are never wrong, and it is always about me, 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 me. A narcissist always thinks that they know better and that they are superior. And it's usually, in a conversation, it's usually only going to be all about them. And when the conversation gets off track, according to the narcissist, they will often steer that conversation back over to themselves before you even realize that it's happened. If you try to bring up yourself or anything that's going on in your life, they will again turn that conversation around, and it will always be about them. And they don't give two craps about how you feel, because you are seen as an extension of that narcissist. They will walk all over you if they have to get what it is that they want, and that is narcissistic fuel or narcissistic supply. And again, remembering they are the most important person in the world. The rules never apply to a narcissist. They can flirt with whoever they want to right in front of your face, but if you dare to do the same, you've got another thing coming. Besides that, they will ignore all of the rules and get in the way of doing what they want. If those rules get in the way, they don't care. But if you dare to break any of the narcissist rules, there is hell to pay. And they are usually unwritten rules, unspoken rules, things that can change at any given moment in time, so that the narcissist can contort around pretty much anything and blame shift everything over to somebody else. Narcissists do not like boundaries, and that is something that I think all of us understand very well. They don't respect your boundaries, and they are going to test those boundaries very, very early on in the relationship. And they want to see, by testing your boundaries, they are trying to see how much bad behavior it is that they can get away with, or how far you will bend until you break. And if you accept them and their actions, they will continue to do so, and at a higher degree. They get worse and worse and worse and worse. They'll simply head straight towards the next boundary that you have, waiting to crash it down. Narcissists are grandiose, and they exaggerate all of their talents and achievements, especially in the golden period or the seduction period. They do think that they are superior to everyone. And even when their talents and achievements are less than everyone else, they refuse to believe it. They have fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, and love that is with them is perfect according to them. So narcissists are unwilling or incapable or both of seeing anybody else's point of view. They cannot put themselves in your shoes. They don't even understand the concept. They cannot wrap their brain around it. These things never cross their mind. They'll never identify with the feelings of somebody else, especially a significant other. And there is absolutely nothing you can do to fix them. No amount of love will ever fix a narcissist. And you are not an exception to this rule. Narcissists are emotional vampires that feed off of emotion from everyone. They have to do this to make them feel superior and strong and better than everybody else, completely special and superior. And although they have a very self-inflated sense of entitlement and ego, they can be extremely charming and charismatic, as they often really truly are. They can be so persuasive and they sweep you off your feet when they know that you are interested in them and that you are falling for them and they have you locked down, suddenly things change. They try very hard to study you and find out what makes you feel special and what makes you feel loved, so they can exploit those things. But it is all a lie, and this stuff is not about you at all. It's all about them, how you make them feel. A narcissist is a consummate risk taker. They are famous for their ability to eventually and inevitably in every relationship become bored with this person and the person they are dating, whoever they're married to, and they are going to cheat on that person eventually. They justify this infidelity by finding flaws in the partner and blame shifting them and withholding affection so that that partner feels lonely and unwanted. So after initial slight apprehension, this quickly dissipates into them becoming altogether extremely smug and arrogant. And they fact that they're at it elsewhere with little suspicion, at least in the interim. And it simply reinforces how much smarter they are than their existing partner, who they are in all reality intimidated by. Better still, when they can be having their wicked ways and eating their cake too. Even though you cannot change a narcissist, you can protect yourself from the narcissist toxicity. So when you want to shut down a narcissist, you need to act tactfully and must remain 2 steps ahead of the narcissist at all times, which can be very, very difficult. You need to have a strategy in place for dealing with them and must be proactive instead of reactive. So when dealing with a narcissist, if you ever become emotionally invested, then you will step right into the narcissist trap. They will suck you in to the narcissistic black hole that will leave you feeling hurt, humiliated, confused, and doubtful of yourself.